Okay, whoa, audio problems. Hello, and welcome to J. Lippman Live. Sorry, got a bit of I got some new gear. You may have noticed, actually, that this whole setup looks a little different if you've been here. I mean, not completely different. All this stuff is the same, but maybe the field of view is a little bit wider. We'll talk about in a second. Hello, everybody. Welcome to J. Lippman Live. Thank you so much for being here. This is the last live stream of the year, which is absolutely insane. It has been, it's been a bit of a crazy year, hasn't it? It's been a bit of a crazy year. Real quick systems check. Just let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me, because that would be awesome. If you're new here, new to the channel, new to the stream, my name's Jay. Nice to meet you, and I love video editing. That is what my channel is about. That is what most of my videos are about, and in this stream, I like to answer your questions about video editing. So if you have any questions about the video editing process, make sure to drop them in the chat. I will be answering them, but since this is the last stream of the year, feel free to ask me whatever you want. I am an open book, so ask me anything you want to know about me. And oh, I do have a red outline. Boom, let's fix that. There we go. Sorry, had my focus peaking on. That was embarrassing. Anyway, so yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. I'll be going through those throughout the stream. If you have a question that you really need answered, there is a link in the description of this stream that'll take you to a form that you can fill out. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. It'll take you to a form that you can fill out, and I'll be going through that form about 2:30ish. And if you have a question that really needs to be answered, super chats are always welcome, and questions that come along with super chats will get bumped to the front of the line. And with that being said, let's jump into the chat and say hi to some people. Baked Bird, what's going on? Jared Spink, hello, sir. So nice of you to be here today. Thank you so much. Oreo Division, what's going on? Chris Munyon, hello. Refrag, what's going on? Pankaj Naik, Ebby, what's going on? Let's see here. Yeah, the red the red line. Sorry about that, guys. I had focus peaking on. It should be off now. It's off now. Yeah. I keep forgetting that you guys can see that. I typically have it like, yeah, anyway, that's fixed now. Who else do we have? Safis, hello. Dad's Talk Tech, what's going on? Last of the year, say it isn't so. Yeah, I've decided to take the week between Christmas and New Year's off. So, you know, it is what it is. Darren Moston, what's going on? Andres Nieves, hello. It's a good look. Thank you so much, Darren. You are in focus for sure. Boom. Hugh Mobley, what's going on? Chandler Jenkins, my question is, I have a post-production internship with Seismic Productions. Nice. I'm not sure if you know about them, but do you think they're impressive? I've heard the name, but I don't know too much about them. But internships are a good thing. You know, at the very least, you're going to get experience. So, you know, I would run with it, learn as much as you can, and take what you learn and bring it into the rest of your work. Jim Robinson, on time today, going to be able to watch it live. Nice. Rodrigo Macias. IJ, do you super scale after or before the grade? I used to super scale last. Now I super scale first. Well, actually, now I don't super scale because I'm using the Pocket 6K. So I'm actually downsampling from 6K, 12-bit 6K raw down to 4K. But when I was using this guy, which is the SL2, I would, what I started doing towards the end, before I switched cameras, was I would bring the footage in, I would super scale it, and then export it as an MXF, and I would put it into a 444 10-bit, and I would export that, and I would grade. But I think, I don't know, I think you can do it either way. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. But so basically what I would do is I would bring in the 1080p MP4, I would export it as an MXF, and then I would bring the super scaled MXF into DaVinci Resolve, and that's what I would use for my edit, because one, MXF is much easier to edit than MP4. So I do all my super scale first. And I still actually do that with my like screen recordings, because those are all recorded in 1440 and I export in 2160. So I'll actually go ahead and super scale that, export it as an MXF, bring that MXF into DaVinci Resolve, and then use that in my timeline. So Connor Duffy, are you using the cinema camera now? I am. Right now I have a cinema camera. I have the Pocket 6K on there, and my brand new lens, which just came in like 2 hours ago. I got the Canon EFS 17 to 55 2.8. The two lenses that I was really looking at for this camera were the 17 to 55 and from Canon, and then the Sigma 18 to 35 Art, which I'm still probably gonna get because it's an amazing lens. But the reason why I really wanted the Canon is because it's image stabilized, and when I'm not in this studio, I'm very run and gun, and I don't own a gimbal, so I wanted a lens that was image stabilized. So we went with the 17 to 55 2.8. Let's see here. Where are we? How did you learn editing? I wanted to start a YouTube channel for another business that I was trying to grow. I was trying to grow a life coaching business. And so I started a YouTube channel, and I decided I wanted to do like vlog style videos to kind of show the things that I was teaching in my life coaching business, how I apply those in my day-to-day life. So I did my very first vlog style video and absolutely fell in love with the process of creating videos, and just kind of ran with it. And I just kept making videos and really fell in love with the editing process, and watched a lot of YouTube tutorials, read a lot of blog articles, and did a lot of like, online trainings and stuff. And it's still the same stuff that I do today. I still, watch YouTube videos, watch tutorials, learn new things, and yeah. Frank talking, sat outside physio for the missus, hurt you back. Ooh, that's no good. That's no good. I'm working on a gaming channel in India. Wish me luck. Well, good luck, Decider. Good luck. I must win the Random Place Viewing Award. Ah, that's funny. That's funny. Haven't tested it, but I'm hearing that Super Scale is way faster now. One guy clocked it 15 times faster. It has been faster in 17. I will tell you that. Dad's Talk Tech, Jay Lippman, 220, 221, whatever it takes. Wait, I missed something there. What? Backyard Foundry, what's going on, Dave? How are you, sir? William Justice, good afternoon. Editing my next video and watching Jay Lippman live. Multitasking. It's the only way to do it, man. Connor Duffy, how do I decide what role I want in a video? Director, editor, etc. I don't know. I do it all, but like outside of YouTube, I focused on editing for a few reasons, some logistical and some just because like I really, really love the editing process. If you love all of it, then I can see how that would be a difficult decision. But if you really are trying to like dial in and only be one thing, I think you just got to do, I think, it's part, following your passion and part logistics. Like I knew having a kid and a family and being the primary driver, like literally driver, I'm the primary vehicle operator of the family. I'm the one responsible for taking the kid to daycare and picking her up. I knew that travel, like lots and lots of travel, was kind of out of the question for me, and I knew that I could edit remotely. So I kind of focused on editing outside of YouTube, but I do love all of it. So how's my back? My back is good. My back is mostly better. My neck is still a little messed up. I still have very limited movement here. But it's getting better. It's getting better every day. I see the chiropractor 3 days a week, usually Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So, hey, Absolute, what's up, son? Hey, did you notice? Yeah, backwards hat. I bow to no man, especially if you don't have the decency to put your own name in your avatar. Hugh Mobley, I have the Sigma 18 to 35. Nice. Yeah, I will be getting that. I'm actually going to be buying that from a friend of mine, Tech Examined. I'm going to be, because he has it and he doesn't shoot Canon anymore, and he just got the Sony A6600, so he really doesn't have any use for the Sigma anymore. So he's got it for Canon. So I'll probably end up buying that from him, but I really wanted to get the 70-55. It's a great lens. It's the biggest lens I own. It's the heaviest lens I own. But right now I've got that on the camera. It's really sharp, and I knew it was going to be sharp. Everything that I read and watched about it said it was actually a very sharp lens. So I actually also have the Tiffin Black Pro Mist 1/4 on here. So so I got a couple new things. So I got the lens, I've got the Black Pro Mist, and then I've also got the Tiffin Variable ND. Eventually I will be getting the probably the Peter McKinnon version 2s, the diffusion ones. I'll probably end up getting those as well, but I knew, like, my old ND filter, one, wasn't a great ND filter, two, I spilled coffee on it the day after I bought it, so it's never really worked right, and three, it wasn't big enough for the new lens. So I ended up with the 77mm ND filter and Black Pro Mist. So I'm very excited about that. I also got a pair of Mackie CRX3s, which are studio near field monitors. So I've got actual real speakers now. I don't have to just edit off of headphones, which I'm super excited about. Yeah, so got myself some new stuff. Nice hat, son. How do I get Resolve 17? I'm still on 16. You need to go to the support page. Go to the DaVinci Resolve website. Go to support. You'll be able to download it there. YouTube just displayed -1 dislikes. Nice. How does that happen? I don't understand how that happens. AJ Sweden checking in. What's going on, Rudolph? Waiting for my speed editor with Studio 17. Finally gonna have some real use of my RTX 2070. Nice. Nice. Oh, Ebby has some questions that I missed. As someone who is super interested in editing, do you have any advice on how to create content for a YouTube channel about editing and how to learn everything about the editing software? Well, if you're in DaVinci Resolve, stick close to my channel, William Justice's channel, Darren Moston, a whole bunch of others, Billy Ribka, Josh Haynes. There's just a ridiculous amount of people who do really, really good DaVinci Resolve tutorials. So that's how you can use the software. As far as like tricks for editing YouTube videos, I just put out a video on Monday that gives you 10, kind of like the 10 core tips for editing YouTube videos. These are like things that you really need to keep in mind when editing for YouTube. And I won't break down all 10 rules right here, but I will say that every single one of those rules kind of boils down to one thing, which is respect the viewer's time. People aren't coming to YouTube to, well, what I say in the video is we're not, people aren't cuddling up on the couch with a bowl of popcorn to watch YouTube videos. Most people aren't, at least. So you really got to respect what they want, which is to get in, get the information they're looking for, and get out. Now, if you're doing vlogs, that's a little bit different. People are looking to be entertained, but still, you want to respect people's time. Attention spans on YouTube are notoriously low. So, but I do have a video. It's my latest video. Go ahead, watch that. And that'll give you the rules. And then as far as learning the software, yeah, there's tutorials all over the place. Where are we? Editing a project with Osmo Pocket footage, 4K 50 frames per second. Panning looks fine. Viewing footage and Resolve very choppy, like skipping frames. Project is 25 frames per second. Have you already slowed it down, Frank? Have you slowed it down from 50 to 25? If so, that does put strain on your computer. So depending on your system specs, that might be why you're skipping around a little bit. Can you make a video on ND filters? No clue how they work or which ones I need. Oh man, I would, except I'm probably not the best source for that. Sorry if my slurping is causing you issues. Somebody commented on my last live stream, but I'm in desperate need of coffee today. As far as and actually Donna did a really, really good kind of breakdown of different types of ND filters that you can look at. Actually, there's a few people who've done it, but Done It Did It's probably my favorite. I think his video is probably my favorite. Yeah, so I would check that out. But basically, if you want a breakdown of how like variable NDs work, basically what this is two circular polarizers that are like linked together. So when you you rotate it, it'll adjust your exposure. It allows you to shoot with a wide open aperture and still get good exposure. So like I can bring this camera out with f2.8. I can keep it at f2.8, get that nice shallow depth of field, and use the ND filter to bring the highlights back into proper exposure. So, Breakthrough Photography do great ND filters. I've heard that. Jay, do we need DaVinci Resolve 17 if we are happy to use 16? You don't need it, and honestly, like, if you don't want to upgrade right now, that's fine, because 17 is still in beta, so there are bugs and, and stability issues, so I wouldn't worry about it now, but I would say once 17 releases, its full version, then I would probably upgrade at that point. Yeah, because there's new tools and they're amazing, and why wouldn't you want to use them? So my Tiffin variable ND has a green cast, easy to remove when balancing, but it is consistent. Yeah, I've heard that about the Tiffins, which, that sucks, but I'm pretty good at white balancing and correcting, and I've actually gotten to the habit of white balancing with the ND filter on, so I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but hopefully it does. Sean says, you've been awesome, man. Thank you. Really helped me. I made the switch last week to DaVinci Resolve, and you've been awesome. Honestly, you've been such a help. Things you've told me have been amazing. Well, thank you so much, Sean. I really appreciate that. I believe there are two versions of the 18 to 35 Sigma. I originally got it for my 7D Mark II, and on my full frame 6D, there's a lot of vignetting below 24. That's because the 18 to 35 art lens is actually made for crop sensors. So if you put it on a full frame camera, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of vignetting, especially at those wider angles. So that's why. A bit busy at Christmas. Yeah, Rudolph, I get it. I was wrapping presents right up until this live stream started. I got a pretty decent ND filter from K&F. Yeah, K&F makes good ones. I would say as far as like the budget brands are concerned, K&F probably makes the best from what I've heard. Change speed to 25 frames per second. The renders look awful. Ugh, that's not sure. I'd have to look at it to see what the problem is, but slurping at 8 p.m. It's beer in Sweden. Nice. Nice. I just used two ND filters, 3 and 6. Oh, there you go. So would you say ND filters are worth getting? Absolutely. 100%. I would definitely invest in one, especially if you're going to be shooting outdoors. I don't shoot outdoors a lot, but like I've been building out my rig for the 6K with the purpose of doing more like out of the studio videos. So I will probably, as soon as this live stream is over, take this thing off of its stand and bring it outside and play around with it, because I want to like play around with the lens. I want to play around with the ND filter, the Black Pro Mist, and all of that stuff. Hey, Boca. Wait, hold on. What is the DaVinci Resolve project server? Ooh, that's a good question. That has a lot to do with like collaboration, the project server. And to be honest, because I don't typically collaborate with a lot of people on editing projects, I would say that I'm probably not the best person to answer that. Darren Mostyn probably is, because I know he's a colorist, so I would assume that that he does a lot of, he probably uses the project server a lot. Breakthrough Zero Color Cast. Nice. Polar Pro are good. They make McKinnon filters. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna get the McKinnon filters. I'm probably gonna get the 2-pack of of the missed editions. Ooh, sorry, the missed editions. Frank talking. What shutter speed did you shoot the 50 frames per second? Ooh, good question. EC Sanka, hello. Dude, you're the best DaVinci Resolve YouTuber there is, not gonna lie. Thank you so much, Help for Our Homeless. I really appreciate that. I keep an 8 Polar Pro on my Phantom 4 Pro Plus. Nice. So did you guys hear about the DJI ban? How crazy is that? How crazy is that? When editing photos that have different format sizes, the blacks letterbox or pillar box, like when enter color correction in the color tab, the blacks are colored. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I'm wondering if that's a bug in DaVinci Resolve 17, because I don't remember that happening before. Patrick Sterling, Merry Christmas, sir. And thank you for being here. What is the difference between split and razor? Honestly, I don't know. I've never known. I don't know if there is a difference, to be honest. I think maybe in some NLEs there is. Maybe they do two different things, but in DaVinci Resolve, I don't know the difference between split and cut. So, yes, it's for collab workflows and sharing databases. No need to install on solo machines of just one person. I have it installed on mine because I'm going to be doing a collaboration with somebody, and it like a YouTube collaboration, and it's most likely going to involve like doing a collaborative workflow, which I'm actually really excited about. But the 180 shutter rule may not have worked with the tiniest. Nope. What? I'm not exactly sure what you were saying there, Frank. Any tips on how to render quicker? Yeah, actually, just one. Well, two. I have two. One, use GPU acceleration, which you can only in DaVinci Resolve you can only use in the studio version. Other than that, make sure you're working with less compressed footage. Like if you have an entire timeline of MP4 files, that is going to render much slower than if you bring those MP4 files in, transcode them to like an MXF or a ProRes, and then bring those back into DaVinci Resolve and edit with those. Those will render much, much faster. So it's amazing how the collab interface works. I'll do a tutorial one day. Nice. Any tips on how? Oh, I already read that. A DJI ban can't fly. No, you can't buy. You won't be able to buy DJI anymore. Yeah, it's a new anti-China thing. I don't know how else to put it, but it is. I'm not going to make this a political thing, but yeah, DJI was suspected of, I don't know. There was suspected of something that the U.S. didn't like. So yeah, not allowed to, like Amazon and other places that sell DJI products aren't allowed to sell them anymore in the U.S. And U.S. manufacturers are no longer allowed to supply parts to DJI. So yeah, but yeah, it's insane. How do I black frame completely except for my subject? Can I do this with the Magic Mask in DR? I think so. Are you talking about just like masking out your subject and have everything else black? Yeah, you theoretically could do that with the Magic Mask. It might have a better result if you use like rotoscoping in Fusion, but you could do it with the Magic Mask. Or even with a power window, you could do that as well. Have you noticed DaVinci Resolve 17 public beta crashing more than 16? The first few betas, yes, but I haven't really had any. Issues in the last couple versions. But yeah, the first two kind of crashed every now and then. You can share timelines now without XML or collab. Oh, it's so exciting. That's so exciting. Predictive Text Osmo, another contributor, asked a question. Oh, okay, gotcha. Ebby, any thoughts on the new M1 Max for DaVinci Resolve editing in terms of speed? Personally, I don't really have any thoughts, but I have watched a few videos on it, and apparently it looks amazing. Like it looks amazing, and like amazing enough that if I were to, you know, get a laptop, I actually don't have a laptop right now, but if I was going to get one, and I honestly would only get one if I thought I was going to be editing remotely for some reason. But if I was going to get one, I would probably get an M1 to use. Yeah, I probably would get one because it does look sweet. Have you noticed Beta 17 reverting to native for rendering? I sometimes don't catch that until the estimated time shows it like 9 hours. It's kind of been ingrained in me to go like setting by setting when I do my renders now, and just make like, even if I use my presets, I will just go setting by setting and make sure that everything's there. But yes, it does default to native more times than not. Dr. Hans, am I late again? Yes, but that's okay. It's totally okay. How do you transcode MP4 to a different format to render faster? Just drop it into the timeline, or if you're using a master timeline, just you know, go to the deliver page and use custom settings and render out to, what is it, MXF 01A or something like that, and then yeah, and just do that, and then choose like 444 10-bit. And there you go. Jolly Duck, what's going on? Would you recommend a Ninja 5 monitor for external recording and viewing? I've never used the Ninja 5, but I've heard good things. So I don't see why not. Especially if you want to like record in like ProRes or ProRes RAW, which some cameras will let you do. Yeah. I don't use one personally. I just use a little FeelWorld 4K monitor, and that's good enough for me right now. Eventually, I want to get the Porky's BM5 because I could actually like control the camera from that monitor, but yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about the Ninja 5. So, having a nightmare with Resolve 16 and 17 in my RTX 3070. What? Each driver update slowly stops the crashes and render fails. Interesting. That's crazy. Coke RG, what's going on? How long did it take you to learn all you know about DaVinci Resolve? When did I start? From then until now, I've been using DaVinci Resolve for, I guess, right around 2 years now. So 2 years. I'm still learning, you know. I'm still learning. Do you have a video on best practices for rendering? Somebody told me the YouTube preset isn't any good. That might have been me, because it's true. The YouTube preset sucks. But I don't know what else to use. I do not have a video on that. Should I make a video on my render settings? It would be a very, very quick video. Maybe I'll share them, like, maybe I'll do a story or something. I don't know, but, or maybe I'll just post it in the community tab. If you guys want that, give me a thumbs up in the chat. I'll let you know I'll do a screenshot of my render settings, post it in the community tab. Would you stay with Kden Live 4 edition? I've never used Kden Live. As I said in a comment above, at 8 p.m. here in Sweden, I'm drinking beer. Nice. Why does a lot of video editors use Premiere Pro? Because for a while there... Sorry. Couldn't find my gigantic water bottle. For a while there, Adobe was the affordable option. There was a time when, you know, DaVinci Resolve was purely color grading, and it didn't have the like full capabilities that it does now. And back then, your options as far as NLEs were fairly limited for like professional level NLEs. You had, oh my God, I'm blanking on it. Somebody help me. Works with Pro Tools. Yeah, wow, my brain just went. Anyway, they were all very, very expensive. All the NLEs out there were very, very expensive. Then Adobe came along and said, well, instead of paying this gigantic sum of money that you have to save up for years, how about you just pay us $20 a month? You know, it just became the affordable option, and then it became kind of an industry standard because with Adobe, you kind of get everything. You know, you get the audio with Adobe Audition. Avid, thank you. Oh my God. My brain was just like froze on me. Avid, thank you. Avid was like it. It was the industry standard. Still is to some extent, but you know, Adobe came in with this more affordable option, and between, you know, Premiere Pro, After Effects, and Audition, it kind of became this all-in-one suite that was very, very affordable. And so that's why so many people use it, really. And it really is a good program. And you also used to crash a lot less. It used to be a lot more stable. There was that too. NLE Windows Movie Maker. Ooh, man. RIP Windows Movie Maker. One like equals sipping gigantic water. Thanks for helping me with my Twitter problem. Jonathan, no problem. No problem, no problem. Where do you suggest to find free music for videos apart from the YouTube audio library? Unistuff, I will only recommend the YouTube audio library because it's the only place that I feel is like 100% safe. Anywhere else that gives you free music can at any time rescind that offer, right? So you could be getting all this free music and then they can turn around easily. They can turn around and be like, you know what? You can't use this for free anymore, and we're going to copyright claim and claim all the revenue on all the videos where our music is. People can do that easily. So I would say that the YouTube audio library is probably the best place to get free music, or make it yourself. So that's why I pay for music. Avid is dead to me. Oh, Matthew. Adobe is dead to me. Topic Rubens here? What? What's going on, man? Me and my colleagues found Adobe Premiere version 1.0 box a few weeks ago. That's crazy. Adobe got popular when Final Cut turned to FCPX. We dumped the FCPX because it was like going to GarageBand. Nice. Okay, there you go. Oh, let's see here. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Oh, I forgot about Stream Beats. Harris Heller, I would trust. I'd trust Harris. He's good peoples. NCS, Dubstep, Gutter, YouTube Audio Library, and so on. Hi, Jay from Cali. Who is PDA? What's going on? How are you? How are you? So yeah, I've had a good day. I've had a very gear filled day. I'm very excited about it. I want to go out and shoot a video now just so I can one, play around with the lens and the new filters, and also so I can edit audio. Oh my God, I want to edit audio with these new monitors. I'm so excited. I haven't had near field monitors in so long. Filmcore Digital, hello, how are you doing? Love your channel. Thank you so much. You inspired me to get mine going. Nice. How long did it take you to become a freelance editor? Not long, maybe, hello Chandler. I would say maybe 6 months to a year. And honestly, like, I don't seek out freelance work. my projects are very few and far between. I don't seek them out because, like, honestly, the goal is to get this channel to the point where I can just basically say I'm not doing freelance work anymore, and I can focus on like filming and editing projects that I want to make. That is the ultimate goal. So like my freelance projects just kind of come to me. Gotta go. Frank. Well, thank you, sir. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Is it possible to make multicam with different format aspect ratio clips? Yeah, you can do that. Yo, J Lippman, take it easy, brother. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Enjoy video games and Doctor Who. Yes, going to sleep. All right, Topic Ruben, same to you, sir. Thank you so much for stopping by. Very happy holidays and Happy New Year to you and yours. Thank you so much. At work with you and my headphones. Yes. You know what? I never opened the form. Are there any form questions? We should probably take a look at that. It is about 2:30. It is about that time. So let's see here. Form. Jay Lippman, live Q&A form. We have one question. Okay. This is from Chris Munyon. All right, so Chris says, I was given footage with 2 dialogue audio tracks. When I inserted them into the timeline, Resolve put them in as a stereo track, left and right. I figured out prior to inserting into the timeline, I could go into clip attributes of each clip and manually change the audio to 2 separate mono audio tracks. Do you know if there's a setting that will allow me to insert the clip without manually having to separate the tracks in clip attributes? The footage provided is MP4. That's a very good question. Unfortunately, I believe the answer is no. It's gonna come in. It's gonna come in as a stereo track, and you're just gonna have to choose. The only thing you can really do that's anywhere close to that is before you drop it into the timeline, when you're setting up your timeline, just make sure you've got like 2 mono tracks there, and then you can, drop it in. Then you'd have to drop in the audio twice. So really, there is no good way to do it. You just basically the way that you did it is the best way to deal with it. Unfortunately, there is no way to just like make that automatic, which kind of sucks. Tish, hello. Just bought Luminar AI for stills. Haven't started yet. I guess thing coming. I actually just did the same thing, Rudolph. I just got Luminar AI. I was just watching all these sponsored videos, and I was like, this is incredible. And I downloaded it, and I was like, I have no photos. I have no photos to test this on. I have to like dig through. I've got a few like old hard drives. Probably not this one, but I've got a hard drive somewhere that's got a whole bunch of old raw photos that I want to use it on. But I downloaded some stuff off of Unsplash just to test it out, and oh my God, Luminar AI is actually as amazing as everybody who's making videos about it makes it look. It's incredible. So Tech Examined, oh shit, it's Wednesday. With the family home, it feels like a weekend. Yeah, it does. It does. Let's see here. AJ, I found some issues with jumping between keyframes in DaVinci Resolve 17. Interesting. What issues are you talking about? I just seem to have signed a petition for an updated Fusion manual. Comment. I do not have a comment. An updated Fusion manual would be great, though. I really like Luminar 4 a lot. Alejandro, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Yeah, Luminar 4 I've never played around with, but I saw Luminar AI and I was like, okay, I gotta try it. I have to. Like, this just looks amazing. And now I want to go out and take a bunch of photos. So, you can set clip attributes for multiple clips at once in the media pool, so his audio mono issue shouldn't take too long. Oh, there you go. My week is all messed up. Was off yesterday, work today and tomorrow half day, then off until Monday. Nice. Nice. It doesn't jump between keyframes. Really? I haven't seen that. That's weird. That's really weird. I haven't seen that issue at all. I'm very weirded out by this field of view that I got going on. This is weird. I had to like shift so many things around my desk. Like I had to shift things around my desk. I had to move the camera closer because if I back it up too much, then you see the microphone and you see the bounce card and you see the corner of the light and you see the like top of the near field monitor. It's crazy. I don't even know what this is. That what is that? Oh, it's my coffee cup. There you go. Now that's out of frame. I had to move a lot of things around. This whole 17 millimeter business is it's interesting. I've been using 24 mil for too long. Jake Whip, what's going on? Look at my community page for the link to the petition. Learn Now FX started the whole thing. Nice. Thank you, Jake. And also, hello. Thank you for being here. Jake, thank you for recommending tutorials of Darren Moston. Great tips. Yeah, he's got an awesome channel. It was Billy Ribka that posted the manual plead in his community. So apparently a lot of people are doing this. Maybe I'll have to do the same thing. Just finished my final video of 2022 earlier than expected. Yeah, this is like my final appearance on YouTube in 2020. Yeah, 19 minutes left. 19 minutes left of my final appearance on YouTube for the year. And then I go on vacation, which is nuts. What kind of lights do you use for your background? These are just regular old, I don't know. I got them from Tech Examined, from Panetta. He gave them to me because he got new ones that are better, but he gave them to me and they're just regular old LED light panels that I put some gels on. See? Boom. And honestly, the only reason why I have these on here, it's not like an artistic thing. This is actually very strategic. Ooh, my little world's number one dad sign just fell down. This is actually very strategic. The wall is actually the same color as my skin, which makes color grading a little bit difficult and correcting skin tones a little bit difficult. And also getting separation from the background makes it very, very difficult. So yeah, I just set these lights up to be wall washers and put some gels on them to change the color of the wall a little bit. And now color grading is much easier. So I'm still working on the painting for your background, Jay Lippman. It's hard to do red, black, and silver without getting pink. Oh man, but I've got it now, I think. Nice. Nice. Hey, pink is the new black, right? We just came from our daughter's school's holiday sing-along that was done remotely this year. It was so good. This is such an exciting time to work with video. It really is. There's definitely this last day of school vibe today, doesn't it? It does feel that way. Jay, I have to run. Merry Christmas. Stay safe. Thank to you, Doctor. Same to you, Dr. Hans, and thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy your holiday. Yeah, Darren Moston, looking forward to your live stream. Let me, so I will not be here next week. I will not be streaming, but in this same time spot, from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. EST, Darren Moston will be doing his very first live stream. So make sure you check that out. I should be there. I should be able to be there and watching and hopefully participating in the chat. The kid will be home. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I should be there watching and all that stuff. But Darren will be going live, his very first live stream. So everybody, as soon as I have the link from Darren, I will be posting that on my community tab. So make sure that you keep an eye out from that. Go give him some support. He's got an amazing channel. He knows a lot about, 1, color grading, 2, DaVinci Resolve. So, all my favorite things. So yeah, he, make sure you check that out. So how do you do color grading when you're shooting live? When you're shooting live, the best way to do it when you're shooting live is to, well, this, if you're referencing my live stream right now, I do this all, actually I can show you real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Hi. Hello. So I do all of it in this right here, my Atom Mini control. So I can come over here to this camera section right here, and I've got my lift, gamma, and gain wheels, contrast, saturation, hue, RGB. Basically, all I really do here is add some contrast, add some saturation, make sure that my white balance is correct, and yeah, I just make sure my white balance is correct in camera. I actually had Arian sit here with my color checker, and I just had her sit here like this, and I set the white balance in camera. And then in this, I just added saturation, or added contrast and saturation, and I lifted the gamma a little bit and lowered the lift a little bit. And that's all I do for that. The other thing that you can do, if your camera will allow it, is to load a custom LUT into your camera, or if you use a monitor, you can load a custom LUT into your monitor. But that's how I do it. I do it all through the Atom control software. So let's come back here. Boom. Oh, let's see here. Darren is also a hell of a nice guy. He is. We talk a lot on Instagram. We all need to support the good guys. I 100% agree. Do you have a Blackmagic Design camera? I do. I have the Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. Darren Moston is here in the chat. Nice to meet you. Thank you for your tutorials. Jay, you're great too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was funny. How do you make property managers and capital investment analyst videos more interesting? Ooh, very good question. The only way you're going to be able to do that, I mean, really everything is interesting to somebody, right? So if there's somebody that's really into property management and capital investing, then it's going to be a little bit more enticing at least. But there are things that you can do. I would actually go and watch my 10 tips for editing for YouTube that I just dropped on Monday. I would watch that, because a lot of those same principles would probably apply very well to those types of videos. Hey Jay, how do you color match two basic do you mean action cameras? Same way you would color match anything else. If you, honestly, the best thing to do is probably use one of these, the Color Checker Passport. These will help you a lot. DaVinci Resolve has some automatic settings that, to be honest, aren't really my favorite thing in the whole world, but they do work. But yeah, I would say using the Color Checker Passport is probably the best way. Agreed. I love Jay Lippman's channel. Love the Wednesday hour. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Shut the front door. Does that software only work for DSLR, or would it work for a webcam? Probably the color grading stuff only works with, as far as I know, Blackmagic Design cameras. But it can still work as a switcher with other cameras. So like, let's say you want to go back and forth between different cameras, you could use it for that. But as far as like I can do everything with this, and I did a whole video on this actually, but like I can do, let's go full screen here. I can do a whole bunch of stuff here. So we've got the camera controls, but like this only works, as far as I know, with Blackmagic Design cameras. Same thing with the audio, but I mean, you can see I've got EQ here. I've got dynamics, I've got dynamics, which gives me a compressor and expander, gate, limiter, all of that stuff. So that's all in here. And then also, if I didn't want to use the physical board, I could come up to the switcher page and I can switch between cameras and I can manually control the transitions. I can do a whole bunch of stuff. And then all the stills that you see at the beginning and the end of my videos are all right here in the media page. So there's a bunch of stuff you can do with it, but as far as the audio and camera controls, those I think only work with Blackmagic Design cameras. That may have changed, but I know that they didn't work with my SL2. So when I was using the SL2 and I had the ATEM Mini, when I was waiting for the 6K to come in the mail, I could only basically use it as a basic switcher. So there's that. Do you live stream Resolve through ATEM? I'm going to use OBS and then ATEM through OBS for live. That's what I do. I have the ATEM set up as the webcam. And then I have all my audio running through the Pocket 6K. So I've got my Deity S-Mic 2S running into the 6K, and then the 6K running into the ATEM, my computer running into the ATEM. And that's it. I just have the ATEM Mini. I don't have the Pro, so I can't live stream or record directly from the ATEM. So I run it all through OBS, and that. But it's all done in like one source, and one scene in OBS, which is super, super cool. No camera control on my ATEM Mini Pro with the Sony A7S. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm sorry to say this, but you should close that color checker when not using it. The colors fade when hit by light, even though I also think it looks cool in the back. Oh, is it still on color checker? Whoops. I like keeping it on white balance. I keep it on white balance just in case I forget to set white balance in camera. I can use that as a reference. I've been color grading white balance all through OBS into StreamYard. Okay, that works. It's a royal pain in the arse because it doesn't have any settings for whatever reason. Oh, it doesn't save your settings. Yeah, it is a pain in the butt. How do you do it? Do you use it? Are you doing it through like the camera customization stuff? Because you can add like white balance and color correction filters in OBS, and then those settings will save. The ATEM Mini and the ATEM software controller are the best pieces of equipment I bought in 2020. It's definitely up there for me. OBS seems really easy. Just started playing with it. It is. It's really, there's a lot you can do with it, and you can make it more complicated, but I mean, my setup's really easy. Like I said, it's got one source, one scene, actually two sources. I've got the ATEM Mini is one source, and that gives me my screen recording, that gives me my camera, that gives me my stills, that gives me my audio, and then I have another source that gives me the looping music in the background. Love the new virtual camera feature in OBS Studio. Had big problems with the plugin app. I haven't actually used the virtual camera yet. I haven't tried it. Best app for video editor. I personally think DaVinci Resolve is best for me. But really it depends on what you want in a video editor. Really, like, I don't believe that there is a best. I believe that there's a best for you, and there's a best for me, and there's a best for him, and a best for her. The thing that you got to do is try everything out, right? Well, don't try everything out. You got to do a little bit of research first. What do you want in an NLE? What is your budget? And so on and so forth. Figure out what you want, what you need, and then go and figure out which programs give you all that stuff, and then try them out and see which one you like better. Because after that, it's about workflow preference, right? So for me, both Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve give me everything that I need, but the workflow in DaVinci Resolve just seemed a lot more intuitive to me. It worked better with my brain. So I stuck with DaVinci Resolve. Matt Jackson came here to say 10-minute warning, the final 10-minute warning of the year. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I'm going to run audio through Scarlett as Sony a7S II won't take XLR. That's, yeah, that's probably a good thing. That's what I was doing with the SL2. I had all my stuff running through the Scarlett 2i2. Do you hate doing thumbs as much as me? Because I really hate doing them. I honestly don't mind doing thumbnails. I kind of enjoy it. And now that I've got Luminar AI, I think I'm going to enjoy it even more. So I actually used Luminar AI on my... Did I do it on my last thumbnail? I may have. I don't remember. Do you recommend Camtasia 9? I've never used Camtasia because that's screen recording, right? I use Screencast-O-Matic for screen recording. I've just been going into each camera through the scene. I'll have to look into filters. Didn't know it was a thing, or maybe I didn't forgot. I just need awesome colors on my art lives. Makes sense. I wish you good holidays then. Thank you for sharing. Alejandro, Merry Christmas. Have a great one. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate that. Same to you, sir. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Happy New Year. It's been wonderful knowing you, my friend. Really, really, really. It's been a weird year, but it's been good. It's 2:56. So I'm gonna, since this is the last live stream, multicam doesn't work well in DaVinci Resolve 17. Any thoughts? I don't really use multicam, so no, I don't. But I've never, the few times that I have tried using it for like my tutorials and stuff, I've never liked multicam. There's always something that doesn't act right. So I've never liked multicam in DaVinci Resolve. It's like the one thing that I really don't like. Like I would honestly rather just sync up all the audio and have everything on a different track and just cut it manually. It probably takes longer that way, but I've never really liked multicam. So anyway, we got 3 minutes left. It's the last, what do you use for thumbnails? I use Photoshop for thumbnails. So I'm going to get a little heartfelt here because this is the last stream of the year. I'm not going to see you guys till 2021. And no, I'm not going to drop that whole see you next year thing because that's just cheesy. But I do want to say that, like, and I say this at the end of every single live stream. I always say thanks for continuing to make Wednesdays my favorite day of the week. And that is true. But this year has been insane. My channel saw some insane growth. And the community that's grown around this channel has just been absolutely incredible. And when I say like I would not be here without you guys, I wholeheartedly mean that. I'm just so grateful that you guys have been along for this journey and through all of me doing whatever I do, right? Sitting here and making videos a couple times a week and chatting with you guys once a week has just been like, it is absurd to me that this is what I do for a living. It is absurd to me that this is my job. But you guys make it all worthwhile. Darren Moston, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But yeah, like really, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I've got some plans for 2021. Obviously the Resolve tutorials are going to continue. The editing related videos are going to continue, but hopefully this pandemic thing kind of, you know, hopefully we get a handle on it and I can start like going out and doing some more, you know, some more actual, like, I want to do some more vlogs. I want to do some more creative projects in 2021. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to do my annual, you know, YouTube birthday project to celebrate what'll be 4 years on YouTube, which is just, wait, 4 years or 3 years? 3 years maybe? I think 3 years. So I'm going to be doing something for that. But thank you guys. Just that's it. I just wanted to say thank you. I really do appreciate what you guys do. Just being here and watching my goofy ass try and make sense out of this whole thing. Yeah, And I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, holiday week. I am going to take this week and spend time with family and prepare for 2021. So I will not be putting out any videos next week. I will not be doing a live stream this week or next week. Darren Moston, however, will be going live in my place on his channel at the same time that I usually go live, and I will hopefully be around to watch that, because Darren is a good guy. He's become a good friend, and I really want to support him in that. I hope you do too. And with that, you know, I'll still be on Twitter, so if you want to, you know, chill and chat, hit me up on Twitter. But with that being said, thank you for making every single Wednesday of 2020 my favorite day of the week. I love you guys to death. I really, really do. And I guess we'll see each other. I guess we'll see each other in January, which is crazy. All right, guys. I love you guys to death. Peace.